Hello, so we're back to the part 2, and today we really need to fix my 3D printer. There's a few problems, let me show you. So the first issue is that, well, it doesn't turn on. Now, there is a power supply over there that I don't know if it works, and also the storage solution isn't very nice. I mean, all of my filament is up here. It doesn't really work out correctly. So first thing that I'll do is first clear out all of this section here where the 3D printer sat. Before it used to be sat where the bottom of the table was, but now it's here, so it should be a little bit more stable. First what we're going to do is we're going to clear out this section here. Now the storage cabinet here that I just found, I already see has an 8mm hole. It's not very deep, it's probably like 5mm deep, but I think it was for a dowel, and this is all solid MDF here. So what I'm thinking is, if I drill all the way down, add an 8mm round bar, and then use that to hang all of my filaments. So we're just going to use an 8mm drill bit. I'm going to go and extend this hole all the way throughout, as far as I can go. The deeper the better. Okay. That's not good. I thought that this was solid MDF. It's not. It's probably like 10mm worth of MDF here. And then it's hollow space. That changes it. That changes what I have to do, because I cannot now just put this through. It will go through, oh, but then it's hit something, and it's not very stable. Okay, that's a bit more stable. Okay, that's a lot more stable. So, just to clarify what I've just done there was some paper bits here inside. Really hope that this doesn't break now. But I've just torn it through with this. And it seems to be a bit more stable. Let's now try... Yeah, let's try and put these in. The worst thing about 3D printing is that you have hardly any filament left, but you don't want to throw it away, because these are expensive. Okay, that's not bad. It is warping a bit, so I think I will have to throw one of these away, and it will be the one where I barely have anything left. So that's going to go in the bin. These are all going to go back on. Then this one. That's not bad. So this is the solution now. We have all of these hung here. This one, I think maybe there's one roll too many, because it is overhanging this and it might come out very easily. But otherwise, I have my filament right above my 3D printer, and I have some good storage space here now cleared up. I'll get rid of this bottle here soon. I think it's going pretty well. It's not looking too bad. So this is my filament dryer. As you can see, and you probably noted on the 3D printer, it doesn't have a spool holder. I think during transit, when I moved houses, it had been lost somewhere. So this is my filament dryer and spool loader. It also preheats the filament, which is nice. I need to get this working. It should just be working. The power cable is somewhere in this mess, I think. What is this? Yes, here it is. It's this here. So I just need an adapter for Australian to the UK. Get that here. It's quite hard to do this one-handed. 1 second. Okay, so we got the adapter. Just gonna plug this in. And I'll start drying my filament. The filament that I have loaded right now is PETG. I do most of my printing in PETG just because of its strength, its heat resistance, and I just think it's a superior material. Connect this back here. Whoa. Okay. So yes, there is a display at the front. Let me just show you guys. And the filament has come out. Please say it's working. Okay, it is. So you have to go to mode. So time and temp. Go to 2 is, oh, I don't know if you guys can see this. Let it focus. Yeah, 2 is for PETG. And then for time, we're going to go for 48 hours. Oh, okay, 36 is the max. Okay, so right now, because this 3D printer has been left for, so I think this on to hopefully melt the filament and then remove it. So first I need to find a power. Should have a bunch lying around, like so. Here's a power cable. I'm gonna plug this into the back. Need to find which direction it goes into, and then we'll plug it in. I need an adapter. Everything is Australian in this place. So I've turned on the printer and it's preheating to 240 degrees Celsius, just so I can get rid of this extra PETG piece out of it. But let me show you how loud this machine is. This is the cooling fan. This was just the power supply, so it's pretty loud. Okay, now that it's preheated, I should just be able to open this lever and pull it out. Yes. Okay. So first part is a success. Now, you may be asking, why am I doing this? Well, the 3D printer, it's not leveled. It never is leveled. I feel that there's a concave to the bed. Now, I don't really have any way to test that, but I will be doing some research to figure out how to retune the PID and hopefully deal with this very dire situation of a printer. As you can see, the leveling dials have just been taken off, so I'll put this one back on. Somehow. Okay. And I probably will be changing the firmware on this, so I'll take the SD card as well. Right now it's running Merlin. Let me see if we can figure out something that's a bit better. Okay, so I've done some retouch and I've come back and we're going to recalibrate our hot end for the first thing. That's the first thing we're going to do. So first thing, we need to turn on our printer. Now I've connected my laptop to the printer via a USB cable, as you can see here, and I'm running Pronterface, which will hopefully allow us to do the recalibration. Okay, now time for the very tiring process of recalibrating. Okay, so it's starting the PID cycles. let me show you here. Starting the PID cycle there, and hopefully this should work. Okay, I'll just repeat what I just saw. Oh my lord. Okay, so yeah, we are going to... I don't know what to do for this one. How to use what is it called? Pronterface? Pronterface. No, wait, no. I'm just going to search up how to add X limits to... So, I'm sat here. It's around 11 o'clock at night. And we're coding, trying to get this printer to work. Just reflashing some firmware. This is the reality when you own a very cheap 3D printer. So here, as you can see, it's the next day, and just going to turn on the printer from the back here, and as you can probably see, the firmware is different. Instead of Gyres, this is Merlin. It's completely updated. This, I'm hoping, should fix a lot of things because this is all custom now. The jittering should be fixed with the new X offsets. The hot end is now recalibrated by the PID. It should now work, so I'm now going to set a Benchy as a test and see what happens. So right now what I'm going to do, before I activate my bed leveling, I want to trim the bed. So I'm going to press the bed trimming here, and it's going to go to the main corner first, and we're going to lower it. We're going to lower the bed until I can slide this piece of paper with some grabbing. Okay. Okay, now I can see the light. I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. So, I don't know if you guys can see, you can see a bit of the light showing up. So that's how I know. So between the nozzle there, there's a bit of light. That's how I know I'm going too high. I'm going to level bed. And that should level the bed here. Now, in the Marlin setup, we were able to set our grid points. So I should have a 3x3. Okay, here is an update on the printer. It is printing the Benchy, so that's very good. So as you can see here, we finally have a print. I'm really glad. So it is working. There is some stringing, as you can see. There are layer line defects. And also, if you see the skirt that it's made, it's thin on the left and thick on the right. So it isn't perfect, but it prints now, and this is without the bed even cleaned. So let's see how well it pops off. I mean, it popped off very cleanly. You can see at the bottom there is some layer line shifts, but that's to be expected. it's not too bad. And you can see I think the layer height was a bit too low, so I'm using the Z offset, because it is taking some of the ink off the bed plate. And this is, I mean, it's a cheap bed plate off Sobble. I don't even know what that is, but it's not bad. It prints, which is the main thing. As you can see here, it's not a very fast printer. It did take an hour 40 minutes to do a small benchy, so you can imagine what big prints take. So guys, we got 2 things done today, and that's, well, not today, took 2 days. We got this good rack setup. It's not really a rack, is it? But it's a good storage solution for all my spools. It does only store around 6, but we'll figure that out later. We got a 3D printer setup, and I'm really happy with that, because you'll see this a lot more in other projects, such as, here's a disclaimer, where's my finger? This, which is a homemade extraction system. So stay tuned for that.